leadership mindset is not impacted by circumstances or surroundings. So it's not like when there's a better culture or when we get a more significant boss, we're going to be able to be a better leader. It doesn't work like that. The circumstances do not impact your capacity to expand your impact as a leader. Your ability to become a better leader is directly relative to your own leadership mindset. And I want to break that down a little bit more by talking about the brain-based model for leadership. So we have the situation or circumstance, right? So something occurs around us, some trigger, something in the environment around us. And that is what creates our thought. Now, thought always precedes emotion. So I've been hearing a lot of talk about it the other way. It is not our emotions that create our thoughts and beliefs. Thought always precedes emotion. So anytime you have a feeling, it is always preceded by a thought. Now, your thoughts and your emotions combined create your beliefs, and your beliefs form your identity, and from your identity, you take action, right? So you react or you act. So the power in becoming the creator of your own thoughts, or even one step before that, the watcher of your thoughts, is that when you start to notice your thoughts as they're forming, you have some capacity to control the outcomes they produce in your life. And so, you know, we want to be recognizing that the triggers come from the environment. The circumstance creates the thought creates the emotion, the thought and emotion combined create belief, the belief forms an identity, and the identity reacts or takes action. So whenever you have a feeling, the best thing to do, so if you have some disharmony about what's going on at work, you know, the best thing you want to do is work that backwards. So you work out what was the feeling, and then from the feeling, you backtrack. What was the thought that directly preceded that feeling? The real pitfall that keeps us stuck in the feeling of that's dissatisfying to us, the real pitfall is thinking about the circumstance. You don't change the circumstance to change your experience. You have to change the thought that followed the trigger of the circumstance. And that is how you change your emotional experience. And then you get to control, you know, the beliefs that you're forming. And the thing is that those beliefs and even the thoughts, they run on automatic in the background. So they're happening without our awareness, right? So in terms of expanding your leadership impact, it is absolutely about solidifying that platform of your leadership mindset. And so you've got to step back and figure out, what is my thought about leadership? When you look at your leadership impact and your biggest aspirations, like those big things that you really wanted to achieve, what is the story behind them that's holding you back? What is the thing that you're telling yourself that prevents you from having that impact right now? That story, that is what is creating your feeling. The model is that it is situation, thought, emotion, belief, identity, reaction, action.